21 laps for the Tour Modifieds. Off of turn number 4, looking for the green flag, and they've got it. Todd winning at number 81 on the bottom side. Leads, a little bit of contact between him and Collins in the 0-2. Feathers get a little bit ruffled down there in 1 and 2, and away with the lead goes Jeffrey Battle in the 19. Owens may have problems in the 81 as he backs way through the field right there. Jeffrey Battle out on top. Mike Collins in the 0-2. Now Anthony Nusella in the 92. And here comes McKennedy, the heat race winner. He's on the charge in this one. McKennedy in the 79 is up to 4th. Nusella down low looking for 2nd away from Collins in car number 0-2. Anthony Nusella moves himself into the runner-up spot. Collins goes back to 2nd. McKennedy right there in the 79. Jeffrey Battles in car number 19 is the leader. That is the Weber Motorsports entry showing the way. Whoa! Matt Swanson's around in the 25. Swanson in the 25 around. And the caution is out. Caution flag out for Matt Swanson in car number 25. I'm looking at the schedule of it. Battle on the outside. He's been near the top of the charts all weekend long. Here they come off of turn number 4, looking for the green. They've got it. Nusella on the inside. No fight for the outside lane as it rides the rail through turns of 1 and 2. Battle leads, but here comes McKennedy. He slices down to the bottom side of the racetrack and goes to the top of the pylon. Three laps complete that time for McKennedy as he leads back into turn number 1. Took the lead with the fastest lap of the race, a 30.128 for Jon McKennedy, your leader. Battle still second in the 19. Nusella in the 92. Looking to go to the inside for the runner-up spot, unable to do so there. The 19, Nick Salva, trying to look underneath the 92 Nusella, but he'll end up losing a position to the 25 of Swanson as Swanson rode the momentum around the outside. And now Salva's backing up again as Collins goes by him on the outside. McKennedy the leader, Battle in second. Nusella is third. Swanson is closing in that 25 to make it a 3-car dance for the runner-up position down the back straightaway. Does anybody have anything for Jon McKennedy? They've got one more chance with the break at lap 21 to make adjustments. As Battle tries to hang on to that runner-up spot, Nusella will look to the inside and slide up in the runner-up position. Slides up a little bit high, though. Back comes Battle on the bottom with a crossover maneuver. Battle in the 19, though, lost the momentum he needed when he tried that crossover maneuver, and that gives third place now to Swanson in the 25. So some long-time open modified competitors now run nose to tail, trying to track down the 79 McKennedy, bump drafting down the back straightaway. McKennedy continues to lead, and he is opening up the lead considerably quicker than the rest of the field. Nocella in second, Swanson in third. 9 laps complete this time by. McKennedy, 79 on top. Here comes Swanson. Swanson dusts it off and goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He couldn't make it stick, though, off of turn 4. Nocella hangs on to second, and here comes Battle with a shot for third. Battle with the bottom side of the track in turns 1 and 2 goes back to that number 3 position. That puts Swanson back to 4th. Mike Collins still riding in the number 5 position. 6th is Nick Salva, and then Todd Owens rounds out the field in car 81. McKennedy in the 79. Letting it ride at the front of the pack and continuing to open up the lead. Jeffrey Battle in car number 19 and Matt Swanson in car 25. That's the best battle on the racetrack as they run right behind Anthony Nocella. They have been flip-flopping that position back and forth amongst them. And here comes Battle. Battle down to the inside lane. Tries to get by Nocella. No dice that time. Here comes Swanson to fill the door on the outside. Nocella in the 92, a former tour-type modified winner here at the Magic Mile. Riding in that runner-up position, here comes Swanson. Swanson tries it again. He'll slide down. Now he tries to slide up in front and does get by the Nocella 92. Nocella giving him the bump draft down the front straightaway. And McKennedy in the 79 just continues to set the pace at the front of the pack. $15 laps complete this time. 15 on the board. And as they battle side by side amongst themselves for the runner-up position, Jon McKennedy in the 79 has just begun to play hide the peanut at the front of the pack. Swanson has pulled away now with the runner-up position as the battle for third's gotten a little intense between Nocella and the 92 and the 19 battle. Mike Collins trying to get back into the mix in the 0-2 as well for that battle. Jon McKennedy in the 79. Continuing to lead the way. Swanson in the 25 has stabilized in runner-up position. Nocella in the 92 has broken away from Battle in the 19. They've also gapped over the 0-2 of Collins. And it's a ways back to the tandem of Todd Owen and the 19 of Nick Salva for 6th and 7th. McKennedy in the 79. Last time by was a 29.686. 29.345 for Matt Swanson. That was his second quickest lap of the race for the number 25 automobile. Not the second quickest lap of the race, but his second quickest lap. Halfway home this time, 20 laps complete for McKennedy. .261 the last time by for Swanson was his quickest lap of the race. But McKennedy with a 2:17. Still able to pull away just ever so slightly. Yellow flag is ready to fly over the field as they come off the fourth corner for the lap 21 break. Caution flag is out. This will be the break where the cars are allowed to come down and change tires. Open modifieds have come. .25, Matt Swan. Nocella's been quick. Battle has been there. Here they come. Out of turn 4. Back under green and they go. Swanson on the bottom has to do a little bit of a two-step through the speedy dry. Gets up in line behind McKennedy, but once again, McKennedy is just checking out on the field. He has gone to the whip early in this one, and he has stayed on the whip. Does the horse have enough? 18 laps to go for Jon McKennedy. Swanson had looked like he was closing in the later stages of that opening 21-lap run, but then right on the last lap of that first half of the event, McKennedy ran his fastest lap of the event. Jeffrey Battle in the 19 has got himself back into the runner-up spot, sliding his way by the 25 of Swanson. Jon McKennedy. Then a three-car tandem behind him. Swanson, Battle, and Nocella. And they can't track down the 79 of McKennedy. 29.555. Last time by, Swanson was quicker. Here comes Nocella now with a run down the back straightaway. Looking for the number 2 spot. He wants to take it away from Swanson. Tries to cut up in the middle of the racetrack and does. Slides right up in front of Swanson for the number 2 spot. "26 laps complete that time. Anthony Nocella ran a 29.260. Jon McKennedy ran a 29.334. The problem is they're almost a second back. McKennedy leads. Nocella has the battle for the number 2 position currently in his back pocket. Swanson in the 25, riding in 3rd. Battle is 4th, but has lost contact with that duo battling for the runner-up position. "12 laps to go. "11 for Jon McKennedy in the 79. "10 laps to go. "10 remain for Jon McKennedy in the number 79, who has been the class of the field this weekend. Anthony Nocella in car 92 and the 25, Swanson. Running together in tandem, still not faster than McKennedy in car 79. Eight laps to go for McKennedy in the 79 car. Looks like the battle is going to be for that number 2 position. That time they were locked bumpers down the back straightaway. Swanson in the 25 give a big push to the 92 of Nocella, but was unable to move him off the bottom of the racetrack, or out of the middle of the racetrack, which would be preferred lane here in the modifieds. And Nocella will just keep on keeping on with that number 2 position, much like McKennedy in car 79 is with the lead. Laps winding down in this one. Next time by, it's going to be 5 laps to go. Five remain for McKennedy. Here comes Swanson pulling the trigger to the inside for the number 2 position. Drives down through the speed. Oh, Nocella's into the wall on the 92. Yellow flag is out. A little bit of contact from the 25 of Matt Swanson. They cling and they clang, and off into the wall goes the 92 of Anthony Nocella. 92, as he will have to in our street stocks. Pace car is off. 5 to go. Setting a snail's pace through turns 3 and 4. Here they come off of turn 4. Green is back in the air. McKennedy in the 79 once again able to scoot away with a raised lead as Matt Swanson in the 25 tries to get himself back into that runner-up position. 79. McKennedy down the backstretch is the leader. Jeffrey Battle riding in that number 2 position, but here comes the 25. Swanson to the inside. Swings it low off the number 4 corner. Could not make the run alongside of him. Four and only 4 remain for Jon McKennedy in the 79. Battle in the 19, feeling the pressure from Matt Swanson in the 25. Swanson now looks to the inside in turn 3. 3 to go. 3 laps remain for McKennedy. Swanson, 25, back down to the number 2 spot. Third goes to Battle. Toto and 81 downstairs on Collins wants 4th. Spot swapping back and forth here in the late going. 2 to go when they get back to the stripe this time for Jon McKennedy. McKennedy in the 79 takes the popsicle sticks up. 2 laps remaining. Back comes Collins down low for 4th. Owens holds him off down the main straightaway. Into the south side of the speedway. They go through the Concord grandstands. And it's all McKennedy at the front of the 79. Matt Swanson, 25. Has pulled away by a couple of car lengths from Battle as the white flag is ready to fly one more time around. Here in the Open Modified Challenge as part of the Northeast Classic here at the Magic Mile at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Final time down the back straightaway for McKennedy in the 79. He leads. Swanson in the 25. Unable to muster a late race charge as the checkered flag is ready to fly. Jon McKennedy will win the Open Modified Challenge. Matt Swanson in the 25 comes home in second. Third place goes to Jeffrey Battle. And Mike Collins gets back by Todd Owen in the final corner to get himself the 4th position. 5th will go to Mike Collins. Anthony Nusella goes 6th. And rounding out the field was Nick Salva and car number 19, who did not come back from the midway break. That is going to do it for my portion of the announcing for the day. So we're going to go down trackside to Kevin Varney, and he will meet you he will introduce you to your top 3 finishers. Thanks. We're going to go podcast, so you'll probably be out of here before we are. Okay. Well, if the street stocks take the hour we normally do the podcast for, it's probably...
Let's give it up for your winner, Jon McKennedy. All right, Jon. Man, heck of a race. This is, I think, your 3rd out of 4th win at the Northeast Classic. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, just first off, starts off with a great car. All the guys today, everyone worked hard on the 79 team. Good group effort. The last few days have just been crazy. We raced Thompson Wednesday night with the NASCAR Modified Series. Had a good run there, won the pole, led a lot of laps. Just had a little misfortune there at the end with some pit stop stuff, and worked our butts off the last 2 days, got the car ready for here, practiced yesterday. Wasn't happy with the car at all. went back to the garage last night, got to bed around midnight, and we regrouped this morning, and car was just on rails all day. I don't know what to say. Just I love coming here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's always been a good track for me. Even with the NASCAR Modified Series, had multiple top fives with that series, and I think I won a pole or two. So just it's a really neat track. Just really like it, and a little disappointing with the car count today, but at least there were some decent cars. And just shout out to Chris and Tom Mayberry, everyone with the ACT in the past series for putting this event on. I'm sure the reschedule a little bit hurt everyone as far as car count, but thanks again, and thanks everyone that came out.
There you go. That's your winner today, Jon McKennedy. We're going to come over here and talk with Matt Swanson. Matt had a pretty good piece here today. I don't know if you had anything for him, but had a good battle going on with Nocella there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, no one had anything for the 79 for some reason. I don't know. It's pretty hard to be all in a pack and just watch someone drive away from you like that. But it is what it is. He obviously had the best car. I want to obviously apologize to the 92. I cleaned him out and 1 and 2 driving like an idiot, and just feel horrible for those guys. Me and Anthony are really good friends off the racetrack, and obviously they say there's no friends on the racetrack, but I'm not one to race like that. I work on my own stuff just like Anthony does, so I feel terrible, but it is what it is. I just got to thank Gary Costello, Mike Pettit, Northeast Race Cars, Saravello's Auto, Mully's Auto Repair, just everyone that helps out on this race car, all the guys that came up this weekend to help us. Obviously want to thank Tom Mayberry and Chris Michaud and everyone that brought these open cars up here, and just not my best race, so I'm not too happy about it.
All right, that's your runner-up today, Anthony Nocella. And this guy, he's no stranger to victory lane, but I think it might be his first time here or first time with this group. Jeffrey Battle, fine third-place run. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a good run. We definitely learned a lot this weekend. We didn't really race this thing last year here because of the transmission problems, so definitely learned a lot. I'm going to thank the Weber family, Bumpy's Auto, Sam's Adams, my whole crew for helping me out. I'm happy to see you go home in one piece, especially here.
There you go. That is your top 3, Jon McKennedy, Matt Swanson, and Jeffrey Battle. We're going to go back topside for some street stock racing. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. R&R Race Parts, New Hampshire, Street Stock Open 25. Getting ready to go racing. Let's quickly take you through